African Covenant Quest Episode 5. The Tribal Portions, Banners, Totems, and the Hidden Promised Land. Welcome back, family, to African Covenant Quest. Before we journey into the heart of the Promised Land, I want to speak directly to the children of the Bantu, both those who live in Africa and those scattered across the diaspora. To those at home in the land, you carry totems, clan symbols, and traditions that have been passed down for generations. Yet, many of us do not realize these same signs and customs are written in the ancient scrolls, the Torah, the Book of Jubilees, the writings of Enoch, and the Apocalypse of Abraham. These books tell our story, your story, a story of inheritance, of covenant, and of destiny. To those in the diaspora, you were given fragments of your history by slave masters and taught a colonizer's version of Africa. You were told the promised land lies in a distant desert, and your roots were hidden from you. But the truth is far richer and far closer than you have been led to believe. The banners of the tribes of Israel, the totems of Bantu clans, the rivers, the mountains, the fertile valleys, and the inheritance of land, they are not myths. They are living proof written in the same sacred books that were kept from us. This is a call to awaken, to learn, to remember, to reclaim. Because once you see yourself in these pages, once you see the covenant alive in your blood, your clans, and your totems, you will understand that the future of the promised land, the blessings of the Almighty, and the path of your people are your inheritance. And today, we will uncover what they never wanted us to see. They told us the promised land was far away. They told us it was just dry desert sand. They told us we, the children of the covenant, were lost, scattered beyond recognition. But today the truth is coming back. We're going to walk the ancient path of the tribes. We're going to see how they moved, they camped, and how they inherited the land, and how that system still lives in Africa even now, this very minute. When the Almighty gave the covenant people their land, He told them to divide it by lot. Not random chance but a divine choice. Each tribe got its portion, chosen through the hand of Joshua and the priest Eleazar. As they traveled from Egypt to the promised land, the tribes didn't scatter as individuals. No, they moved as one nation, each under a tribal banner. Numbers chapter 2 tells us, Judah camped under the lion, Ephraim under the bull or ox, Dan under the eagle or serpent, Reuben under the man or water symbol. Each family knew exactly where they belonged and no one could take another's inheritance. When they crossed the Jordan, the tribes claimed their lands. Judah took the south, rich in vineyards and grazing lands. Their banner, the lion. Ephraim the fertile central highlands banner, the bull. Benjamin held the valleys and fortified towns banner, the wolf. Issachar the plains and hills for farming banner, the donkey. Zebulun took the coastal and inland trade routes banner, the ship. Naphtali the highlands and lakes banner, the deer. Asher, the olive groves and fertile coasts banner, the olive tree. Dan, the northern forests and rivers banner, the eagle or serpent. And east of the Jordan, Reuben, Gad, and half the tribe of Manasseh claimed grazing lands banner, man, tents, and cattle. This was the inheritance laid out by the Almighty's plan. And when we look closer, we see it clearly. Across Africa, beyond the rivers of Cush, the covenant story is still alive. The Bantu people, nearly 400 tribes, speaking hundreds of languages, form one of the largest and most vibrant family networks on earth. From the Zulu in the south, to the Shona of Zimbabwe, the Kikuyu of Kenya, the Baganda of Uganda, the Sukuma and Nyamwezi of Tanzania, even influencing distant communities in Ghana, they live in lands unmatched anywhere else on the planet. Here, the weather blesses them with gentle rains and warm suns that nurture fertile soils. Lush forests teem with life, wide rivers and valleys breathe abundance, and expansive savannas feed herds of game. This is a land where the air itself carries the scent of mango, baobab, marula, and wild fig, and where the earth grows medicine in every season, roots, barks, and leaves known to heal for generations. Their way of life remains deeply tied to this abundance. Each clan is anchored by a totem, an animal, bird, or plant that shapes its identity, guides marriage rules, and protects harmony between people and creation. Elder councils keep the wisdom alive, handing down Torah-aligned customs, the honoring of elders, the laws of purity, the protection of land, and the care of strangers. Farming, ironworking, fishing, and trade are not just survival, they are inheritance. This uniqueness is no accident. The Torah, the Book of Jubilees, the writings of Enoch, and the Apocalypse of Abraham all describe such a land chosen by the Almighty, rich in rivers, fruits, precious metals, and living tribes, preserved beyond the rivers of Cush until the appointed time. Yes, the Bantu story is more than history, it is prophecy still walking the earth. Now, here's the part the colonizers never wanted us to see. This exact system, clans, totems, inherited land, still exists in Africa. In areas like South Africa, Mozambique, Zimbabwe, rural chiefs still allocate land by Matupo totems like the lion, bull, zebra, elephant, monkey, bird, and fish. These aren't just animals, they're identity, inheritance, covenant. In South Africa, clans like the Zulu and Xhosa hold totems tied to lions, elephants, and birds, just like the tribes of Israel moved under banners. In Mozambique, elders still gather under sacred trees to assign land, just like Joshua cast lots before the Almighty. In Rwanda, clan totems live on in names and cattle traditions, measured like in the days of Jacob. One day, the banners will rise again. The inheritance will be restored. The covenant will be fulfilled. This is the true promised land. Alive, abundant, waiting for us to awaken. The Almighty's covenant is not lost. It is alive in you, in me, in the tribes of Africa. Awaken, remember, return. Family, if this journey opened your eyes, don't let it end here. Subscribe, share this message, and invite others to walk with us on African Covenant Quest. Every voice, every share, every click helps awaken our people scattered across the earth. Until next time, stay rooted, stay awake, and keep the covenant alive.